understanding so far what's going on here? Okay, what are you understanding?
So basically, when you read, you have to read precept to precept, line upon line, and just simply break it down what the description is talking about. Because, like you said, it could switch from one description to another description.
Right.
So now I understand when they were talking about the chariot, they were talking about the whirlwind, and when they were talking about the description of the angels,
It was talking. It's jumping back and forth. Right. So where are we at in here? Where's Ezekiel what?
Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 10. That's where we left off at.
At 1 and 10? Okay, go ahead.
As for the likeness of their faces, they four had the face of a man.
Right.
And the face of a lion.
Right. This is how we know it's talking about what? The angels at this time. Right? But well, remember when I said it can get confusing if you don't read it slowly? That's basically where you were at, is what you're saying. Right, to where you're like, what is this talking about? But as we read it slow, we can start seeing, oh, okay, it's jumping points. He's talking about the chariots next to the angels. The angels moving outside of the chariots. Yeah.
Sorry, what was his question? I wasn't here for it.
His question was Ezekiel, right?
Ezekiel 1, the descriptions of the chariots in the
Yeah. Yeah. And we touched over all the other scriptures about the chariots and how they were called whirlwinds, chariots, clouds. We touched over those scriptures, right? All right, go ahead.
On the right side,
right?
They had the face of an ox.
Right.
On the left side,
right?
They four also had the face of an eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward.
Right. So once again, we're talking about the angels because we know they have wings. They have a face like a man, right? Go ahead. Because they are men, right? Go to Revelations. Go to Revelations. Just on the angels. Let's see here. Let's go to man. I gave Mom one of my Bible, man, and I got all my. I hope you're using that well. Seriously, because I put a lot of time into that. Look, I'm gonna have them get it while we read on. It's where when he bowed to the angel said, "Get up, I'm your brother." Go ahead, read on.
Two wings of every one were joined one to another.
Go ahead.
And to cover their bodies.
Right.
And they went everyone straight forward. Whether the spirit was to go.
Right.
They went.
Okay, so check this out. What verse are you at?
Verse 12.
All right, where is it?
Revelation.
We'll go to Revelation 22 and 8, and we're going to jump back to this point. And for brothers and sisters that tuned in, there was the brother wanted us to finish the question of Ezekiel 1 and 4. So we're trying to do that, all right? And understanding this chapter and what it says. So we started at 10 and we're going down. And what verse are you at?
Verse 12.
Right, verse 12. So let's go into the angels real quick. Go ahead, read that.
Revelation chapter 22 and verse 8. And I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel, which showed me these things.
Right.
Verse 9. Then said he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant.
See, I'm your servant. And we touched it over that the other day. Because what are they doing? They're doing the ministry. right? If y'all got a chance to watch the class I did a while back, it was called the Angelic Ministry. These cats are doing the ministry of the Father, but in the spiritual realm, right? I haven't went over that in a while. I mean, a lot of these things, I'm hoping y'all scrolling through there. There's a lot of topics, a lot of good ones, man, that we don't go over no more because it's like we're constantly repeating them. But some that topic just showing that these angelic beings are doing the ministry in the spiritual realm, and that's what he's telling you. I'm your servant. I'm a servant. Go ahead.
And of thy brethren.
And of what?
Thy brethren.
And of thy brethren. So what is it telling us? These angels, when we die, right? Or when we go back to the Father, he chooses who is going to do his bidding. Now, there's no scriptures if you're asking. I know the next question is, how do you know who's going to be an angel? Who's going to be the messengers, right? We know we're all in angelic form, but rather, who's going to be the messengers and sent for those duties? Scriptures don't tell us that. You know what I mean? So, I'd be a lie if I said I knew. It tells us what? There are brethren, right? That's what we know. That means that if they are our brethren, they are us, right? Okay, read it again. Yeah.
Then said he unto me, see thou do it not.
Right.
For I am thy fellow servant.
I am thy fellow servant. Go ahead.
And of thy brethren.
Right.
The prophets.
And of thy brethren, the prophets. Right. So you get that, right? That these angels, right, are us, and able to transform into anything. Right? That's why the other scripture says, how do we know where they're able to transform and transfigure into anything in anybody? It's one scripture. I told you I'm not gonna be doing that. Because you sit there and be like, yeah, I heard that before. Okay, well then find the scripture if you heard it. Like Israel gotta stop capping, man. Right? You have to ask yourself, can I prove it? So where's the scripture to prove that? How do we know that these angels can transform and change into anything? What? Anybody? Huh? Hold on, you yawning. I'm gonna have to start just getting litty like you're shy, man. You yawning over there. You yawning like you bored. Well, then prove it. What you got, Ash?
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14.
Okay.
And no more, I'm sorry, 13.
Mm-hmm.
For such are false apostles.
Right.
Deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Christ.
Right.
Verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Perfect. I love that one. For Satan himself is transformed into a what?
An angel of light.
Right. And an angel of light. What's another one? What you got, Shariah? Okay. Somebody read that. 1 Corinthians 13 and what? No. No. 13 and 1. Nah, that's not it. Come on, one more scripture. I'm not going to keep y'all long. I want to see if y'all are thinking. See, that's what I'm saying. So all y'all that are bored, know that you can't prove it. So you know what I mean? Know that y'all that are, I heard this, I got this breakdown. But you can't break it down though. Right? So nobody got a scripture? One more scripture. Ash is the man tonight? I know REI ain't here yet. Aaron ain't here yet. But come on. What you got?
Somebody get Hebrews 13:2.
There you go. Right? So we went to the 2 Corinthians what?
11 and 14.
Right, 2 Corinthians 11 and 14, and we're going to Hebrews what?
13 and 2.
Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
Right, so what does this mean? No. Yes. It does mean they're everywhere. But what does it mean? What? No, come on, woman. They can look like regular people. What else does it mean? What? They can change their form. If they can come down and 1 minute change into an angel of light and another minute transfigure into something else, right? They can change their form. You understand? So we gotta see that these angels can change into anything, right? Go to Matthew's. It's in the Gospels. What is it? 17? Let's get that one. It is
17.
It is 17, right?
17, 1, 2.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 17 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And after 6 days, Yahushua taketh Peter, James, and John, his brother,
Right.
and bringeth them up into a high mountain apart,
Go ahead.
and was transfigured before them.
So Yahushua is doing this, right? What is angels doing? So Yahushua was changed before them, right? And it said what? Read on.
And his face did shine as the sun.
So he transfigured, right, and changed in front of the apostles to show him his true essence, right? Go ahead.
And his raiment was white as the light.
Right. That aura, the power exuding from him, right? Go ahead.
And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias.
Right. And then they have this conversation. But think about it. If Yahushua is doing that, and we're going to be like the angels, what power are we going to have? We're going to have that power to change and transfigure, to move out of the physical and the spiritual like that. That was the promise. So that's what these angels are doing. They can be anything. So we can't limit them and say, well, they were just that. No. They can do anything they want in the spirit and with that spiritual power. Y'all get that, right? Okay, let's jump back.
Verse 12. And they went, everyone straight forward. Whether the spirit was to go,
right?
They went. And they turned not when they went.
Right. Now, what is it doing? It jumped back to what? What?
Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 12.
What is it saying?
It's jumping back to the chariots.
It's jumping back to the chariots. When you look at UFOs, are UFOs making U-turns? Right? Or do they literally move just at everything? Right? Every time I see that video of Esau just losing it over it, they're like, man, look at this. You see how he's moving? He's moving against the wind. Right? When these UFOs move, they don't like, so you see how all that stuff they put in movies? Now, what is this telling us? That there's no such thing as when you see an object in the sky and it's moving at what we call an earthly level, it's not a UFO, y'all. It's not a, excuse me, it's not a chariot, right? It is their unidentified flying object. But the chariots of the Most High don't move like that. Y'all see that? They don't pop out, stay there. Like regular things don't move beyond gravity in speed, pop in. Ain't no China balloon doing that. Right? Ain't no drone moving in like this, right? Even drones gotta do what? They gotta move a certain way. They doing that. You can tell it's in our space, right? It's in this dimension. These chariots don't move, they move in the spirit, right? And it's gonna get more explanatory. Go ahead.
As for the likeness of the living creatures,
Yeah.
their appearance was like burning coals of fire.
See, wait. I want to show you how we knew it's jumping. You see how we worded that? As for the what?
As for the likeness of the living creatures.
But like Ezekiel is describing this, but he's jumping. He's saying, look, when I'm looking at these chariots, these clouds, right? This is how they look. And he said, then he's jumping and saying what? And as for the likeness of the living, why would he say as for if he didn't switch? You see why when you got to read it slow, you would catch, oh, he switched at that time, and he's talking about the chariots. Now he's jumping back on the angels. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
Their appearance was like burning coals of fire.
Right?
And like the appearance of lamps.
Like the appearance of what?
Of lamps.
Right. We just read that. When Yahweh Shai transfigured, what was around him? Right, light. That's why when you go to Revelations 1, right? Our favorite scripture, right? Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 13.
What is it? 13. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
Right?
one like unto the Son of Man,
Go ahead.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
Read.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
Right?
as white as snow.
Uh-huh.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire,
Go ahead.
and his feet like unto fine brass,
Go ahead.
as if they burned in a furnace.
So we're finding out that Yahweh Shai was dark, right? He was dark skinned. But Yahweh Shai, in this angelic form, had this spiritual aura around him. Y'all get that? Go ahead.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Being in angelic form, this is what brothers gotta put together. Remember, John the Revelator was seeing this, right? So he was his voice sounded as many waters. Think about it, Doc. When Yahweh Shai was speaking to the apostles and in the flesh, was his voice the sound of many waters? Think about it. No, because if I speak to you, my voice is the sound of many waters, I'll probably blow off your brain. What's that Marvel character when he speaks? No, is it Banshee? The one that they killed in the Marvel? He screams and then it just destroys you. This is where they get it from. Yahweh Shai, the angels, right? You will see this multiple times. Their voice is the sound of many trumpets, right? So that's loud, right? This is in an angelic form. So these angels are different from what we understand, what we know. And remember I told y'all before, everything they took was from here. All the superheroes, right? When they fly, when they move, right? And they move fast and flash and they, right? That's from here. There ain't no damn comic books. The white man is not that creative. He came up literally just going to all the creator. Bro, they got a Marvel character called the what? The Creator. Right? Ariana's telling me all this. I'm like, really? Yeah. Then they got the what?
They got Lucifer, they got Michael, the Archangel.
Right. They got all that. And then they got spin-offs from that concept. Because what they're doing is taking the Bible and they're spinning off the different concepts from that. Right? Oh, who are the regular Avengers? Those would be like, I wouldn't even say angels. They would just be like David, Goliath, right? The mighty men, where it said they leaped over walls and they broke bowls of steel with their arm. Right? The Hulk, right? Samson, the Hulk, right? You won't like me when I'm angry? Okay. So you wouldn't even say the Avengers are angels. So what characters in Marvel would be the actual angels?
The Eternals and
There you go, the Eternals and up. You said the gods, right? Right, and with Thor is a what? Greek god. You see that? All they did was take the Bible out and this Greek theology and try to lessen the validity of the scriptures. Right? We know this is real. Right? But remember, Thor is an adaptation of who? No, of who? He's supposed to be Yahweh Shah. Right? God living among men. Right? So, all that is just plagiarism, y'all. This is just plagiarism. Right? So, if you wanted I know we're talking now because we start talking comic books, right? Everybody start going through their comic book scriptures. But, it just shows that Esau's a lie. The devil's a lie. Like, doing when Wakanda pull up with the ships and then go to their land. They're coming from the third dimension to the fourth dimension, their kingdom, their realm. That's how the Father, where do you think they get that from? When Yahweh Shah was lifted up in a chariot, right, and they shot out, where did they go? They don't, not like the churches say, y'all. He's going to live in a cloudy, cold-ass cloud the rest of their life. Right? It's not that. Where did he go? What did they do when they went to Wakanda? They opened that portal and went into that land, right? It's the same thing that the angels are doing. They're transferring back and forth from the first, and then, just think about this. They are in this fourth dimension realm, but this fourth dimension realm is literally surrounded by us. So they can appear out of nowhere, right? They can appear out of nowhere. This is all the things that they plagiarize against the scriptures. And when we look at these angels, I know your question is on the angels, but I keep reminding y'all this. The scriptures say we shall be as the angels. All that they're doing, all that they're showing on TV, that is us. The bullets can't stop some. The bullets can stop regular cats, the guy with the gun and the bow and arrow. It can stop them, but it can't stop what? The gods. Right? You're doing what? You catching bullets as being a god, right? I didn't even know Wonder Woman is a god, right? Yeah, she's a god. Right? So-called. So-called. Right? So you got to see that where all this stuff comes from. And are there women angels? God. Or else where the hell do female spirits go? Like, I don't get that. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these bros? This is stuff that our elders taught us, and that when we looked at the scriptures, it was there. Right? Yes, there are women angels. And guess what? Right? Who's going to have power like the men? If you're God, what's your woman going to be? Oh, so you gonna get godlike power. You gonna live 1,000 years and more immortal, and then they just gonna be 100 years? What type of thing is that? Bro, the Most High is gonna bless all of us that the ones with the white robes. Did you touch on that the other day? Oh, you didn't get a touch on it. The ones that walk like we're walking, the ones that continue in the works that we're working in, they're gonna be also blessed with that same power. It ain't just gonna be the men. The men is gonna be the government, no doubt. So don't get what I'm saying twisted. I'm not saying the women is gonna be doing your job on your level. I'm not saying that. Right now, she's not doing your job. And right now, she's still not on your level. And you in hell. In the kingdom, she's going to be gifted with the same power, right? The same majesty as we have, right? But in their order, right? Okay, go ahead, jump back.
Verse 13, second precept.
Right?
And like the appearance of lamps, it went up and down among the living creatures.
Go ahead.
And the fire was bright.
Right, so now we're still on the chariots. The chariots did what? They went up and down by the creatures. So now you can imagine the angel standing there and then the chariot rolling next to it. This is a hell of a sight to see, even in a vision. Remember, a vision is not a dream. A vision is literally more vivid. It's like a dream, but it's not. Right? It's more clear as day. Right? It's not like, some rambling. It's clear, something clearly shown to you. This is what he's given. That's why he's able to do what? Write it down. Well, we got questions on there, sir? Okay. We're able to, he was able to write this down. Because the Most High, this wasn't going to come into him in a slumber, just in a quick dream, and he wake up and miss everything. Nah, he had to see what the Most High was showing him. Go ahead.
And out of the fire went forth lightning.
Right, and out of the fire
went forth lightning.
Go ahead.
And the living creatures ran.
Right.
And returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning.
Of a what?
Flash of lightning.
They were running like what?
Flash of lightning.
Where did they get the flash from? They get it right from here. Right? That's my guy, Barry Allen, right? I like the flash. I put aside the homo guy that's playing him, right? But the flash, right? He moved like lightning. Right? This is where they took it. The white man is not creative. They're not creative. They stole everything. The scripture says they're the what? A what? I'm just messing with you. They're the father of lies. They're the father of lies. Right? So everything they got, they stole. Now check this out. Go to Daniel's. Go to Daniel's. So this is a good question. For some of y'all, a lot of y'all know this. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all don't know this. Right? I'm going to say this. For my kids, this is probably a refresh for y'all, ain't it? It's a refreshing. Like on the on the topic of chariots, angels, how they move, right? It's a refresh for y'all. You know what I mean? But you see that this is new for him, right? Getting the understanding on how these angels and everything, how they move, how they come before the Most High. Go to Daniel's. What is it? 10? Or is it 7? Go to Daniel 7. Check this out. I'm actually thinking of another scripture too, the other one in Chronicles. Let's get this Daniel's, and then we'll jump over to Chronicles, right? Daniel 7 and 9.
God. Daniel chapter 7, verse 9.
Go ahead.
I beheld, till the thrones were cast down.
Go ahead.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
Right.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Right. Go ahead.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
So the Ancient of Days, this is referring to the Father, right? Now, the Father looks like who? That's why Christ said, you have seen me, you have seen the Father. Like Father, like Son. Right? Go ahead.
His throne was like a fiery flame.
Right, was like a what?
Like a fiery flame.
That goes to where, I think it's Ezekiel, Isaiah, where it said, it might be Isaiah, where he's seen him sitting on a throne, and downward was nothing but fire. Imagine that. You see the Most High in His majesty, and He's sitting on the throne of fire, and downward is nothing but flames.
I would imagine it'd be blue flames.
Right, blue flames. Why?
Well, because they actually said blue flame is actually hotter than the red and orange.
Ain't that a trip?
And they said white flame is hotter than that.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why like, when you see gas,
Right.
coming from if you have a gas stove,
Right.
and you see the blue flame and the white flame is inside of it.
But now, here's a question. I know I'm going to loop y'all. I'm going to throw y'all for a dang curveball on this one. Was it flames? How could it be flames when he was in the spiritual realm? So what is he seeing? It's something to think about.
Can't describe it.
It's a plus thing.
Everybody's like, what? I don't know. What does that mean? What does that mean? What was it? He's seen him, obviously, he's seen him anthropomorphized according to what we know as a human, right? But you're dealing with the Father. If angels can change into anything, right? The Most High is like, look, I want to now I want to look like I'm sitting on a throne with nothing but fire on it to scare the hell out of him.
They made all the elements.
There you go.
So,
Right?
I mean, who's to say?
Just think about it, just crazy. I want to look like this. I want to look like I'm on fire when I walk around. That's my point. You can still touch me, but I want to look like I'm on fire. Bruh. Huh?
Like Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when they turn Super Saiyan, the aura is fire.
And I forgot about all the damn anime. It's like brothers start waking up now. No more yawning now. Like, right? Read. Go to Yoku 1 and 4. The Book of Dragon Ball. Right? But that, you know why it excites you? Because it allures to your spirit. For us that know where the word is going to take us, when we're changed, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for that. We're not just looking for to be so much, bro. It's so much. Y'all gotta think about it. Let's think about how the Most High is gonna change us and give us power. We're not gonna have TV. You're not gonna have social media. Remember I said that before? Some of y'all asked, but damn, it's gonna be boring out there. What we gonna do in the kingdom of heaven if there's no social media? No TikTok? Right? Think about what we are going to be to have fun. Brother, when you think about what you're going to be to have fun, like we can't even imagine it, right? That's the whole point. You're so lame. Brothers and sisters so lame in the mind, what happens? You can't even imagine it. You're like, what are we going to do then? You see how thrilled you are? Like, what are we going to do? We don't, no TV, no social media. Like literally, you literally hate that anyway. You hate all that anyway.
Right.
So you got to see the God mode we going to be in. The level we're going to be on. And what we're going to be chasing and trying to understand. And think about the kids looking at Barney when they get 2 or 3. Or all the Blimpy, right? Yeah, the big ass kid rolling around. Your kid's going to be knowing how to play with elements at 2 and 3. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. We're not understanding what, a lot of people don't understand what we're fighting for. It's beyond just sitting around whooping Esau. Bro, after we whoop Esau for a little bit, we're going to be like, okay, what next? We're going to be getting bored with that. You know what I mean? Flying over here, flying over there. I'm going to fly to China and come back and just whoop Esau real quick. And then fly back. I got to go over here real quick. Like, you got to fit that in your schedule, right? Yo, what you doing today? Fly to China, coming back, beat Esau's ass, right? Then fly back to China, go get some food over here, go with my rib over here, right? Wait a minute. What is 144,000 doing? On top of all that, ordering the world, right? You're ordering, you're policing the earth, right? This is what we're going to be doing. So just look at all these things and understand why Christ said that, dang, I'm quoting, I'm going to butcher this one. Let me find it. I don't want to butcher it. Let me find it. But read on.
And his wheels as burning fire. Verse 10. A fiery stream.
Right, so hold on. It said his what?
And his wheels.
His what?
His wheels.
Once again, how do UFOs look? Like wheels, right? They look like wheels inside of a wheel, right? So remember, the chariot scriptures are all through the Bible. They're all through the scriptures. It wasn't just like they were raining clouds. When he says that a trump and we shall be brought with him and be lifted up in the clouds, right? If we don't put all these other scriptures together, we will think like the Christians, right? So his wheels, right? Go ahead.
As a burning fire.
Right. As a hold on. A fire flame, and his wheels as a burning fire. So, what did it say in Exodus? It was a cloud by what? And a what?
Fire by night.
And a fire by night. Now, imagine us seeing that. All we seen is cloud. Like, wait a minute, let me not say that. We seen chariots that look like blue fire. I seen chariots that look like blue fire. Now that you said that, we seen the red fire ones, they, right? But we seen them that what? Look like a blue fire. Y'all never seen those? I've seen chariots that look like blue fire, right? You see? So what fire is it, right? Is it red fire or blue fire? But these angels, these chariots, this was always their description. So once again, for the new brothers and sisters, no, they're not green people. For the Christians, no, they're not aliens from other planets. Well, they're not green aliens from other planets. Because they are from another planet, another dimension, another realm. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 10.
A fiery stream issued.
Go ahead.
It came forth from before him.
Read.
Thousands ministered unto him.
Right.
And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him.
Go ahead.
The judgment was set.
Read.
And the books were opened.
Check that out. And we know this is a vision of what? That final time. Right? The books were open. What we did, what we did and what we're going to be judged by. The books are going to be open. Go ahead.
I beheld then, because the voice of I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even till the beast was slain.
And we know the beast. That same beast It's talking about in Revelation. John the Revelator seen that beast slain, right? You go to Esdras. Esdras seen this, what's that? That beast slain. Yeah, we might as well, right? Go ahead.
And his body destroyed.
Right, go ahead.
And given to the burning flame.
Who's the beast? Okay. Give me some more edification. Babylon, the mother of harlots. The nation that sits and puppets all nations. Right? Back then they didn't know it was America. They knew it was what? The beast. The daughter of Babylon. This nation that's going to come about. Y'all know what I mean by they didn't know it was America. That word is what I mean. Alright? Don't take me out of context. That word. Right? They knew that there was a nation that was going to come about, that was going to be great and mighty, right? And that was going to speak great words against the Most High, right? And that was going to subdue all nations, right? Y'all been over Daniel 7, right? Huh? Who been over Daniel 7? Raise your hand. You ain't been over Daniel 7? Not even online? Okay, so there you go. See, I didn't know that. See, I'm thinking nowadays it's so much online, especially classes, that y'all are just getting these. So you got to correct us. You got to let us know. Sometimes we be thinking, oh yeah, y'all got that. So you got it? Daniel 7, and everybody? Okay. So go ahead.
Verse 12. As concerning the rest of the beasts,
right?
They had their dominion taken away.
Right.
Yet their lives were prolonged for a season in time.
Right. See, what is that telling us? That they're going to only have a certain period, a certain time, right, to rule. They got a certain time to rule, and all of that's going to be taken away. Go ahead.
I saw in the night vision.
Right? And this is the point I wanted to get to. You got Yahweh Shai sitting on his throne, right? And all nations falling before him, right? Go ahead.
And behold, one like the Son of Man.
Right. Yahweh Shai is known as the Son of Man. Why? It says Son of Man. Why is Yahweh? Wow, see? You see why I got to start doing this? Because brothers and sisters, we done yet? Bro, you don't even know why Yahweh Shai is called the Son of Man. So I'm gonna sit here. I'm a weirdly pause on y'all, right? So y'all tell me why Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Man, Son of Man. Excuse me, Son of the Man, Son of Man. Why is it? Why?
He came in the form of man.
Okay, he came in the form of man. What else? He came in the form of man. You got it. Go ahead.
One more?
Yeah.
In most cases, people don't know that Mary and Joseph were his parents. So that they needed that title for the verification.
Bro, this title was before he even came on earth.
Oh, God.
Daniel's is before he even revealed himself as the Mashiach. Daniel's, y'all gonna know y'all time periods, right? You're talking about the Babylonian Empire.
Oh, time period.
So the Babylonian Empire was way before that. So the scriptures is revealing that the Son of Man, we know, has been around forever. Right? Why is he known as the Son of Man? Yeah.
Was it Hebrews 2 and 9?
Why? I want to know what you think.
Because he came down, well, he was mindful of men, and he came down to die for us.
Because Yahweh Shai was born like me and you. He comes from man. Right? Ezekiel was also called Son of Man. It just means you come Son of Man. Right? So the Most High has been telling us what this man is going to do. From angelic times, he was going to be the Son of the Most High. Y'all get this? And come down in the flesh through man. Y'all get this? Okay. So I thought Yahushua wasn't in the Old Testament. I thought Jesus wasn't in the Old Testament. I thought he don't got there's not needed for that. He's literally telling us the Son of Man is here. You see how the minute things, but you know what they do? Let me show you what they do to try to win that. Oh no, I'm only talking about Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The Torah. He's not in the Torah. Right? And they're wrong there too. Moses. Like if you want to go into the Hebrew, right? And then all the way back where? When was he spoken of? Huh? No. You said when? Bro, you got to pay attention. You didn't just see what I just said? I said way before that, we're going further back than than Numbers and Deuteronomy. He said Exodus. He said, so where? In Genesis, right?
Was if I'm not mistaken,
No. Just tell me what it is.
doing Abraham.
He said Shiloh was going to come, the peaceable one. This is 49, right? Okay. See, we got to start doing this more often. Because we sit down and be thinking, y'all know. And I'm going to have to do the Yeshaya on y'all. When Yeshaya get on the phone with me, he's like, I'm going to test you now. He's like, you ready? That's what we're going to have to do with y'all. Because y'all got to, listen, if y'all are sitting here and wasting your time, you got to really know that you know that you know. Y'all got it? Okay, so read on. Let's get through this.
And behold, one like the Son of Man.
Go ahead.
Came with clouds of heaven.
Right?
It came to the Ancient of Days.
Right?
And they brought him near before him.
So, Yahweh sitting there on his throne with angels and chariots around him. With these angelic beings. Right? It keeps saying the wheels. And these spirits are all around him. These angels are all around him. And Yahushua is coming with the armies of heaven to him. The general, the leader, right? Or the Son. The Son coming to him, right? Go ahead.
And there was given him dominion.
Right?
And glory.
Go ahead.
And a kingdom.
Right?
That all people, nations, and languages should serve him.
Right. And I saw the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with clouds of heaven. Yahushua is coming with an army to meet his Papa, and Papa's sitting back on the throne, right? With none but angels and chariots around him. You're talking about high angelic power. You know what I mean? Y'all got to think about this. Majesty. Go ahead.
His dominion is everlasting dominion.
Right. So I wanted to show you that. So when we think about the angels, when we think about the chariots, we understand who they sit amongst. These, go to Joel. Let's go to Joel real quick. I'm going to show y'all something in Joel. We're not going to go over the whole chapter, but go to Joel 2. Check this out. Is it Joel or is it Micah that says, this is the, hold on, it might be Micah. Okay, go to Joel 2 and 5. Maybe it's there. Go ahead.
Joel chapter 2 verse 5. Let the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains.
No. See, what I'm trying to get, we know this is talking about the angels. We're going to go here too, but hold on. I want to, hold on. I'll find it. I'll find it. Go to read Joel 2, and let's start from 4.
God.
Uh-huh.
Joel chapter 2 verse 4.
So, because we're talking about the angels, right?
The appearance of them
Uh-huh.
is as the appearance of horses.
Go ahead.
And as the horsemen, so shall they run.
Right?
Like the noise of chariots.
Right. So these are talking about the angels. Right? Yeshaya had to correct me on this 9 years ago. Serious. Like, this is not talking about Israel. This is not talking about us. This is talking about the chariots. The angels. Watch. Go to verse 1. Let's read from verse 1 all the way down.
Verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
Right?
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Go ahead.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Go ahead.
For the day of the Lord cometh. For it is in thine hand.
Right. So what day are we talking about? The day of the Lord, right? Go ahead.
A day of darkness.
Uh-huh.
And of gloominess.
Right. And like we were talking about the other day, the darkness comes from what? The chariots covering the skies, right? A day of gloominess. Go ahead. And we know also in the context of sadness, right? Gloomy, hurt, pain, suffering. Go ahead.
A day of clouds and of thick darkness.
Read.
As the morning spread upon the mountain.
Right. As a day of clouds and thick darkness. Because it's going to be that darkness that's scary as hell. Go ahead.
A great people and a strong.
Uh-huh.
They have not been ever the like.
Right.
Neither shall be any more after.
Right. So this is the day of the Lord, right? A great people. You're saying, well, this is a people, right? Go ahead.
Even to the years of many generations.
Go ahead.
A fire devoureth them. A fire devoureth before them.
Right.
And behind them a flame.
Right. Listen. A fire devours before them, and a what?
And behind them a flame burning.
And behind them a flame burning. Who is moving like this? Well, it told you, if we missed it, the day of the Lord coming, right? What did it say the Lord's coming with? Oh, that, go to Revelation 19. Right. Go to Revelation 19 and 11.
Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was both faithful and true.
Right. When Yahweh Shai comes back, we already know. I don't have to go to these scriptures, right? He said he's going to take vengeance alone, right? Okay. Joel is talking about when he comes back, right? And who he's coming with. So once again, he's coming with the angels. Go ahead.
And in the righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Right. So when he comes back, he's making righteous war. Go ahead.
Verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire.
Go ahead.
And on his head were many crowns.
Read.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
Go ahead.
And he was clothed with a vesture dripped in blood.
Right.
And his name is the word of God.
Go ahead.
And the armies which were in heaven.
And that's why I'm going here. The what?
The armies.
So when we read in Daniel, who was Yahweh Shai rolling with? The armies. Well, when Yahweh Shai comes back, who is he rolling with? I know you get the rank of a general in the truth, but guess what? You an earthly general. There ain't gonna be us trying to order angels around. Right? Right, go ahead.
And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses.
Right?
Clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
If y'all paying attention, Akim and Akwathim, the scriptures is saying the same thing in Revelations 19, right over the same thing that's said in Joel 2. When Yahweh Shai come back, He coming back with the armies of heaven to make war. Who are the armies of heaven? The angels. Y'all get this? Okay. Now we know like they move, right? We know how they move, right? What's your question?
I have the number in Revelation 19 and 16.
Okay, read that real quick.
Revelation chapter 9 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
Check that out. The number of the army of the horsemen. All right. So these Yahweh Shai is coming back with his armies. You ain't in that army yet. You got to be put to boot camp. That's the wilderness. Then he's going to do what? Be able to really gear us up to be in the Lord's army. Right? Okay. Then you can use your scripture that said, well, it says he's going to be my battle axe and weapons of war. Yes. The word is true. The timing is off. Right now, you can't battle axe your rib. You can't battle axe your kids. And I mean in the spiritual sense. You can't even whip them in order. So how the hell you going to come back and tell the angels, fall in line, I'm General such and such, third in command on earth. Bro, stop it. We're going to fall back and crinkle up under the angels. All right? Everybody, bro, every time I talk about it and think about it, and you think about the skies and the heavens, your stomach don't get twisted. It don't flash before your eyes. All the wicked stuff you done did and say, damn, Yahweh, I'm glad I'm leaving off. Please strengthen me to keep leaving off. Yeah, which one of y'all? Israel, man. I'm going to say it again. I was talking to Quatazapa Zion today. These New York cats, they be on some damn dopamines. They really be on some damn we with Yahweh Shai. And we go run New York like, nigga, you gonna sit the hell down. I'm sorry, man. My bad New York accent. Like, Israel gotta stop it. We ain't not doing nothing, no matter how much bravado and swag these cats come with, we're gonna fall the hell back and listen. And be humble. And if you don't, you probably gonna get your damn head chopped off. The army of the Most High is the angels. Jump back to, where you at? What you got?
Verse 19, stop it.
Where you at?
Chapter 15, verse.
Where you at, sit down, sit down. What's up?
Joel chapter 2, verse 3.
Okay, go ahead.
A fire.
You got Ezekiel, you got what?
I got Daniel.
Nah, you gotta listen to me, bro. I'm literally talking to you and you're just blanking out. I'm asking you where you at.
Revelation 19.
You won't.
Revelations 19.
You won't say nothing.
Verse 15.
You literally just 19.
Yeah, I was.
Come on, man. All right, let's go back to Joel though. Go ahead.
A flame burning.
A what?
A flame burning.
Go ahead.
The land is as the Garden of Eden.
Right.
Before them.
Right. So before them is what? Flush America. Buildings are whole and new. Right. Go ahead.
And behind them.
Right.
A desolate wilderness.
Because as they pass forward, which one of you got the power to do that? To walk past somebody and demolish them? No. Stop it. You demolished that 7-Eleven sandwich. Right? You demolished that Chinese chicken food that you eat. You ain't demolishing nothing, y'all. How many of y'all can even shoot? Huh? How many push-ups did you do? Good what? 30? Before you start wheezing? Huh? Yes. Huh? Come on, y'all. We got to bear witness to this. I already know. Yahweh Shai need to twinkle me before I get anything. So how the hell is it brothers with... It be brothers in their prime that think they Gustafos. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I'm in my prime, huh? Right? Nah, bro, you still ain't nothing compared to an angel. The Most High said, the best of you, right? The best of you, the best of us right now is nothing. So you think you're going to stand before the angels? Come on, read.
Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Right?
The appearance of them.
Wait, listen. These angels, now what we're seeing in Ezekiel is how these angels move. You know why they're not going to escape? Because the angels are moving fast. You know why the earth is going to be destroyed in 60 minutes? Because the angels are moving fast as lightning. That's why. They're killing 1,000 men in about the inch of a second. Imagine that, running through 1,000 men, like nothing. So while we over here, like, you're gonna shoot, you're pew 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 pew, bro. The white man's gonna be doing that, coming down with their little planes, and then Yahweh Shai angels gonna be running through them like damn Avengers. You know what I mean? But really in real life. What's up?
Wasn't there another scriptures that said that the angels were gonna move like sparks?
We're gonna go there. You're mixing Obadiah up. It says Jacob shall move like sparks in the midst of stubble. I think it says Jacob. There's one that says Jacob. There's two of them, right? That says we're gonna move like sparks in the midst of stubble. One is an Obadiah, there's another one. But yeah, but that's when we get the power. That's when we get the power. They're not gonna be able to touch us. Hey, go get China right. They acting up again. Right? Cats over there is eating bat heads. Right? Miles, go over there. Right? Brother, go over there. You go. What the hell are y'all doing? Right? Y'all gotta understand the power. Watch, check this out about the angels. Go ahead.
The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses.
Go ahead.
And as horsemen, so shall they run.
As horsemen, so shall they run. Right? So, while you get tired, these angels are moving like damn horses, huh? And that's just a description of what you can remember. These men in BC is describing angelic beings and what they can determine them off of. And they're describing them based off of their time. Right? So they don't talk like us now. UFOs and planes, and they don't use that lingo. They're saying, look, these cats are moving like horses. They got the power of horsemen. Go ahead.
And as horsemen, so shall they run.
Right?
Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains.
Check that out. The noise of chariots on the top of mountains. You ever hear that chariot, the horsemen running? Imagine them moving throughout the earth like that. Y'all you gotta see the day of the Most High is dreadful.
Like a train.
Right.
Like derailing.
Right.
Scary sound.
Imagine that. We Akim sisters, y'all don't know fear. That's why if you imagine this, you'll understand what fear is.
Right.
It's going to be greater than the day that we came out of Egypt. 60 minutes. How many dead bodies, y'all? I said, Yeshaya said, how many? I said millions. He said, no, billions. Billions. He had to correct me. He's like, bro, there's a third of man is going to be put to death. Like billions are going to die. Go ahead.
On the tops of mountains shall they leap.
Right?
Like the noise.
Okay. Can you leap from a mountain to another mountain? No, sit down, Negro. Stop. Israel loves to be like, I'm everybody. Like, bro, how you everybody but a joint is ruling your life? A cigarette is ruling your life. Pornography is ruling your life. Like, we want to be God so much that you can't even be a God over the little things. He said, how about count the numbers of the hairs on your head, brother? Like, that's probably easy for an angel. Yeah, they're certain, but that billion, you know what I mean? They ravel that off. It's like, how you don't know the numbers of the hair on your head when you deal with that daily? I just never thought of it, huh? That's what you gonna tell the angel? I just never thought of it. Like what? Right, but the angels know. Y'all get this? So this is the power of these angels. Go ahead.
Like the noise of a flame of fire.
Listen. Like the noise of a flame of a fire, right? That's all you're gonna hear. And then, oh, yeah, no, not my, oh. That's all you're gonna hear. And you're gonna be tucking and begging the Most High, how much. Brothers be capping, man. Go ahead.
That devours the stubble.
That devours the what?
The stubble.
The stubble. Did y'all find those? All you gotta do is look at stubble. It says, there's one in the apocrypha. What it say?
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
And in the time of their visitation,
Go ahead.
they shall shine. And
See, this is talking about us, though. This is talking about us. Go ahead.
And run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
Now, you go to Obadiah. I think it says Jacob. Go to Obadiah. Go we right there. Go to Obadiah. Obadiah. It says, yeah. Yep. See, it says Jacob. See, that's us. That is us. That is going to be given that power. See, it should not be compared to you can't compare the glory. What you're going through now cannot be compared to the power that we're going to have. Majesty. The little suffering, y'all, to be right, to have a right spirit, to have a right mind, to be locked into the Most High, it can't be compared. Go ahead. Jump back to Joel. Go ahead.
Like the noise of a flame of a fire.
Right.
That devours the stubble.
Right.
As a strong people set in battle array.
Read.
Before their face, the people shall be much pain.
See, that's the spirit that's going to be on these angels. They're going to be much pain. Go to Zechariah 5. I found the one I was looking for. Zechariah 5. Now, if y'all didn't know, this is talking about a chariot. The chariots. Go ahead, 5 and 1.
Zechariah chapter 5 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes.
Go ahead.
Looked, and behold, a flying roll.
A what?
A flying roll.
That's another name for a chariot. Because how it rolls. Right? A roll does what? When you roll something, remember ancient days, these are rolls, right? You roll them. When you see it, it's a flying roll. You think he was seeing one of these? If you don't put the scriptures together, you will think, oh, it's a roll. No, when you look from the bottom up, what does it look like? It looks like a roll because it's what? A wheel inside of a wheel, and it's what? Turning. Right? So this is what Zechariah seen. Go ahead.
And he said unto me,
What
seest thou?
Read.
And I answered, I see a flying roll.
Go ahead.
The length thereof is 20 cubits.
Right.
And the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
I wrote this down in my Bible, but this is the size of a small school bus. Right? That's what that's how big it was. Right? Is it a small school bus or is it a school bus? I think it's a school bus. That's still a big chariot. You understand? Go ahead.
Then he said unto me, This is the curse.
This is the what?
The curse.
The chariots are the what?
The curse.
What is finna come to this world?
The curse.
The what?
The curse.
That's why when they do movies, they're coming. They put in these movies that they come and greet people, pew pew everybody, and shrink your head. They know it's the damn curse that's finna come upon this world. Watch, read on though, read.
That goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Right, but who is he coming for? Read.
For everyone that stealeth.
Wait, he's coming for who?
Everyone that stealeth.
Go ahead.
Shall be cut off.
Read.
As on this side according to.
Go ahead.
And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to.
Who is he coming for? He coming for the guy that, you know, the little kid that told mom that, you know, he did something, he didn't do it, or he didn't do something when he did? Huh? Bro, he's coming for the thief of all thieves.
Right.
He's coming for the man that can take your body, your soul, your mind, and your spirit, all of it. He's coming for the thief. Go ahead.
I will bring it forth.
Go ahead.
Saith the Most High of hosts.
The Most High is going to bring it forth. Now we're putting it together. We're understanding from Revelations to Daniel's to Zechariah to Joel to Ezekiel. What are these chariots really about? Go ahead.
And it shall enter into the house of the thief.
It's coming where?
The house of the thief.
That's why they what? Marginalize the chariots. They make fun of them. Even try to do what? Oh, that's not real. Right? It could just be, like literally, we seen the video. Right? We seen the video, bro. So why are you talking like being real? And if you haven't seen the video, I don't know about y'all, but I had a what? I had a first eye contact with him. You ain't got to tell me what my eyes ain't deceiving me.
Right.
Like space dust just don't transform and go back. It don't work like that, right? No, you have something in your eye. Go ahead, read that.
And into the house of him that sweareth falsely.
That doeth what?
Sweareth falsely.
See, this is coming for the beast, man. That's why they always try to disfame the Most High and talk about these greed people. Go ahead.
By my name.
And
it shall remain in the midst of his house.
Check that out. It shall remain in the midst of his house. Who been over Zechariah the 5th chapter?
We've only went over it during Hebrew Academy about the female angels.
Okay. Y'all haven't been over this. See? We got to go over that too. I'm sorry. I failed you, brothers. Go ahead.
And shall consume it.
And shall do what?
Consume it.
Right?
With the timber thereof.
What the what?
The timber thereof.
What timber is that? Come on, all you scholars. I'm bored. I need to go home. I heard all of this before. Okay, then what timber? I'm bored. You guys ain't done? What
Would the timber be the people?
The timber be the what?
The people.
Watch, read it again.
And shall consume it.
It shall consume it. What?
With the timber thereof.
Right?
And the stones thereof.
Right?
Then the angel that talked
what is he consuming it with? Like a fire or hot stones. What is he doing? Like a fire and hot stones. You see when you throw that wood in the fire, it's just burning up, right? Or you throw those stones in the fire, right? And they hot, you can't touch them, they burn it up.
That's right.
What is he how is he consuming them? Yeah.
I remember a few times the Bible referring people to trees, so they're being.
No, you're wrong.
Oh, God.
What is Yahweh Shai doing to consume them?
Using his fire.
Stop. You got one chance, brother. Somebody else, try it. What?
I want to say the source of the word.
You're close, because I know where you're going. Right? But the word is now. The word is now. Like when he come back, he ain't gonna throw Bible verses out. Yahweh Shai ain't coming like, I rebuke you. He coming with an actual sword. Remember those mine enemies that I wanted not I reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. I came not to send peace on earth but a sword. That's a double entendre right there. That's a what? Sword is the word now, but when he come back, it's gonna be bloody, right? We just went over Revelation 19, right? A vesture dipped in blood, right? So what is it? Which one did I ask for? What? No. I said go to your apocrypha. Go to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. I'm going off head and it's hurting my head. Go to 2nd Ezra 13. 2nd Ezra 13, right? Bruh, y'all gotta study. Like, there you go. There you go. 13 and what? 25.
Verse 25.
Go ahead.
This is the meaning of the vision.
Read.
Whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea.
Right, same thing that we're reading about. Revelations to Daniel, to Joel. Yahweh Shai's coming back with his army. You try to harm me, bring me along, right?
God.
Go ahead.
Verse 26. This same is he,
right?
Whom the Most High, the highest,
right,
hath kept a great season,
right?
Which by his own self shall deliver his creatures.
Right. We just read who's meeting him in Daniel's. Yahweh Shai is meeting the Father, and what was given to Yahweh Shai? Dominion, power, rulership. Yahweh Shai is sitting back and waiting for what? You ready, son? Thrash.
Don't get it.
Get them, boys. Right? Go ahead.
And he shall order them,
right,
that are left behind.
Right.
Verse 27. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth where came as a blast of wind.
Wait. Out of his mouth came what?
As a blast of wind.
Read.
And fire.
And what?
Fire.
Now we understand what the hell is going to happen. Could you imagine that? Now, no. You know how you can't imagine? Because you thought that was symbolic. You're like, when it says fire, like, that means the word, right? That's happening now. Right? When he comes back, he's not coming back with Bible verses. Throwing Bible verses at you. It's too late for that. He's coming back with fire.
Right.
Right? He's going to speak. And y'all see, once again, who did that in the comics? When he was walking, he just said, he spoke it in what?
That's what you call it, the pitchfork in the sorcerer movie, the one that just came out with Wanda.
Right.
He has the bolt on his head.
Right.
And his whisper, like, disintegrates you.
Disintegrates you. But there's the other one, the blue person, in a hint on Watchmen.
Oh yeah, Manhattan.
Right? Was he? No. Did he speak and they disintegrated?
No, he does that and you disintegrate.
Oh, okay, so it was with his hand.
Dr. Manhattan.
Okay, I was wrong on that. But yeah, think about this. They steal all these things. You got to think about Yahweh Shai speaking and just consuming everything in front of you. That's what you're reading. Imagine all this going on in the heavens. In 60 seconds, angels coming and looking like whatever they want. All the chariots, right? The bloodshed, the screaming, the bombs. If you sat down one day and did like the scripture says and meditated on that, your ass would get right quick. That's how you know brothers and sisters don't really meditate. Because if you think about this, where are you going to be at in that moment? psychologically in that day. Put yourself in that moment. You would change things you do. You'd be like, you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna be in that day getting my damn head chopped off or being consumed or being ripped apart. You know what? Let me get my mind right now.
Right.
Where are you gonna be in that day? Think about it. Now, for everybody that thinks the Bible's a fairy tale, you're like, oh, it's 9.
Yep.
We done yet? Right?
Yep.
But for us true believers, right? Us true believers, you're going to put yourself in this moment and understand that that day is not a joke. Right? You forgot that the Most High flooded the earth with water. And it was, like it says in Peter's, the earth was in water, but out of water. Right? You forgot that. And that's the problem with Israel. Like, you don't put yourself and meditate on this. This. Every time I think about it, I be like, man, you got integrity, conscious. Where's your thoughts at? How you think, how you feel about brothers, sisters. All the things that he said he's going to come back and look at your heart and say, oh yeah, I never knew you. You work of iniquity. You know what I mean? In your spirit, you really wasn't even there. Right? All you did it was because your husband told you to do it. Right? Why are you even crying? Could y'all? One thing I hate is when villains cry.
You said villains?
Villains. I hate when villains cry. Like literally, you're the antagonistic, the killer of the movie, and you get caught at the end of the movie and you begging. Don't beg. Don't beg. You was hard without the Father, right? You was hard without the mercy. I mean, with the mercy, right? You did what you want. Why all of a sudden you begging and screaming? In that day, don't beg and scream. Go out. Yeah, it don't even sound right, right? Well, why are we waiting for that day? Why are we waiting for that day to get right? To be in the spirit and do what you do for the Father and not man. It's going to be too late. Some shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming. Right? It says the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. You literally, guess what? My little speech ain't going to change your mind anyway.
Yep.
That's what I learned after 30-some years in the truth. My speech ain't changing your mind. You're going to do what the hell you want to do. Right? But for us that believe, we're going to live in this moment and constantly understand what the will of the Father is and let the fear of the commandments and the laws remind us daily, right? What we got to do. Where we at? Read that.
God. And fire. And storm.
Right?
Verse 28.
Go ahead.
And that he held neither sword nor any instrument of war.
Check that out. He never held sword or any instrument. That's how hard Yahweh Shai is coming back. I ain't gonna have to lift up a sword. That's too much work for me. I'm gonna just say it and it's gonna come out and consume you. Right? I mean, that's a quick thrashing right there. Millions, billions. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But that the rushing in of them destroyed the whole multitude.
Destroyed the whole what?
The whole multitude.
Because when they see him, they're going to come for him. Right? You see how they do it now? They go, all the jets went out and shot that China balloon. With they over there showing their power. Akim, imagine the skies shooting bombs. Those planes shooting bombs at Yahweh Shai. This is going to be crazy, man. And he's going to speak and just wipe out. Because it ain't going to be one plane. It's going to be millions of planes. It's going to be nations. Watch, read.
But the rushing came in.
Right.
But that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude.
Go ahead.
Came to subdue him.
Go ahead.
This is the
interpretation.
And the interpretation. Behold, the days come.
Right.
When the Most High will begin to deliver them that are up on the earth.
That's the day we're talking about. Jump back to Joel 2:6.
Joel chapter 2 verse 6.
Right, and we're talking about that day because he's coming with the chariots and the angels. So we're talking about how these angels move, what they're going to do, what their job is, right? And how every time you see these angels, you see them with chariots. And that's where we're spinning off from Ezekiel. Read that, Joel 2:6, and then we're going to jump back.
Before their face, the people shall be much pain.
Right?
All faces shall gather blackness.
Right?
They shall run like mighty men.
They shall run like mighty men. Go ahead.
They shall climb the wall like men of war.
See? Where do you think they got that from? When I seen that in Avengers, I was like, man, y'all are thieves. Yeah, you see the Avengers, the first Avengers? They were what? Yeah, they were popping out the portal. The chariot came out the fourth and started climbing up the walls. This is a comic book to them. This is a game to the white man in America. They will mock every step of the way. And that's what that is about, mockery. Right? Look, your Savior's going to come back. They're going to be green people. Right? From another dimension. They're weirdos, right? They clown. Go ahead.
And they shall march every one on his ways.
Right now, this is how we know these are angels. Go ahead.
And they shall not break their rank.
And they shall what?
Not break their rank.
What rank do brothers respect nowadays? Huh? Show me. That's how we know this is angels.
Right.
Like ISUPK don't respect IUIC. There's certain things that brothers do that we don't respect. Right? There's no respect amongst the nation yet. But the Most High is going to do what? He's going to establish that respect. But these angels don't got to worry about that. Right. They're in order. Right. They know who the head is. Right. We know who the head is. We don't presume to be like, you know what? We finna do anything but what? Wait for salvation. Right? Go ahead.
Neither shall one trust another.
Right?
They shall walk every one in his path.
Go ahead.
And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
You know why I love that? They shall not thrust one another. What is that telling you? Unity. They got each other's back.
No backstabbing.
No backstabbing. There ain't like, no, I'm scared and you know what? No, I'm good. Right? There's no backstabbers among the angels.
No second guessing.
No second guessing. So when Yeshua went over this and he was like, look, he broke it down to me the same way I'm breaking it down to you. I was like, that's not a lie. This is definitely not talking about us. This is talking about the angelic beings. But verse 1 showed me that. That what? Yahweh Shai is coming back. And who is he coming back with? His army. And that's what snapped me out of that mind. I was like, okay, yep, definitely not right. Go ahead.
They shall run to and fro.
Right.
In the city.
Read.
They shall run upon the wall.
Read.
They shall climb up upon the houses.
Read.
They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
See? Where did we just read about the thief? Zechariah 5. The chariots, the angels are coming for who? The thief. It's the big payback. It's the big payback, y'all. They're going to enter into the house of the thief. And we know that's the main plan. They got to knock him off his pedestal, right? But there's other peons, the 2/3, and all the other nations, right? That got to be set in order too. But he's coming for this thief. Go ahead.
The earth shall quake before them.
The earth shall what?
Quake before them.
The earth shall what?
Quake before them.
So when these chariots moving, think about it. Now you see why the earth is going to quake. 60 seconds, billions of people dying, chariots, the bombs. No, you know what? Let's shoot the nuke. You think they're going to sit there and be like, you know what? Like movies? You know what? The regular missiles is not working. Right? What should we do? They're going to be like, listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't give a damn. They're going to be like, listen, if we ain't making it, ain't nobody else making it. And Yahweh Shai is going to destroy all of that. He's going to destroy all of that and stop all of that. Y'all see that? So this is what the angels are doing. Go ahead.
The heavens shall tremble.
Right?
The sun and the moon shall be dark.
Read.
And the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Right. So reiteration, now we know why, right? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Because all the dang chaos that's going to be happening in the skies and the earth. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall utter his voice before his armies.
And wait a minute. Before his what?
His army.
And I was waiting for that one. Before his what?
His army.
Okay. Revelation says his armies who? The angels. Right? So that's how you know for sure that this chapter is talking about the angelic beings. It's not talking about I will raise thee an exceeding great army. He is. Right? But there's a lot of things we got to get in order first. Go ahead.
For his camp is very great. For he is strong.
Read.
That executes his word.
Right.
For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. And who can abide it?
Question. Right? Jump back to Ezekiel. So now we're understanding a little bit more how these angels, how they can move, how fast they are, how vicious they're going to be, how dangerous they are. Remember, who does the bidding? Their spirits created for vengeance. Who does that? The angelic beings. Fires, earthquakes, famine, pestilence. The 2 earthquakes, was that Syria?
Turkey.
Was it Turkey?
Yeah.
Bro, you see what he did?
300,000.
Most I like, look, I'm gonna hit you. Oh, y'all cleaning everything up? I'm gonna hit you again. He came around shooting once, waited till they start picking things up, came back around shooting again. The Most High is, dang, when you look at what he's doing, we cannot walk blind, y'all. All right, Ezekiel, where we at?
Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning.
Now we see, that goes right with Joel. That goes right with these scriptures, right? That what? They move like lightning. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
Now
as I beheld the living creatures,
right?
Behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures,
right?
With his 4 faces.
Right. So the angel and then the chariot next to them. Go ahead.
The appearance of the wheels and their works was like unto the color of a barrel.
Of a burrow.
Of a barrel.
So read that part again.
The appearance of the wheels and
the wheels. So the chariot was green. When you look at that burrow, I don't know why the scriptures say that or why they like that color, but that burrow, right? These chariots were that color. Imagine a stone. Imagine looking like a burrowed stone. That is crazy. Like, I was looking up stones the other day because we're going to do some engraving on them. And I started looking at the different stones of the tribes. Right? I didn't know Issachar was the diamond. Issachar was the diamond. And then, Judah is the emerald. Yeah. It's that emerald green. Yeah, the emerald green is fire, though. Fire, right? So, but yeah, imagine the chariot looking like stones. And that's what we see. Like a lot of times, these UFO, how these UFO be changing in the sky. Why do you think brothers be like, look, you see it? And I don't see what you see. What is that? It's like, brother, it moved. We're like, nah. But it's called what? What is America trying to achieve? Cloaking. Chariots already do that. They already cloak. They already move among us, and you be like, oh, that's a cloud. No, the clouds don't move like that, brother. Right? You know, I keep getting brothers on the North Star though. They be like, it's right there. Bro, that star never moves. What are you talking about? It's like it was there. Bro, that star never moves. Yeah.
That was when we all came from Rochester.
Right.
The Cadillac busted. The star came down, then it popped. You seen a blue and a red one.
Right.
And then it came back into one.
Right.
That was you, me, and Zion. Zion was in the car before us.
God, brothers. I'm telling y'all, I've seen a few of them over the years. So this is not imaginary. It's not, you were high on PCP and you seen it. You know what I mean? No, this is real. The Most High is showing us these things. This is our salvation. The Most High is going to use these angels, use these chariots to deliver us, right? Go ahead.
It says, and they four had one likeness.
Right.
And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Right. So there you go. Another description. A wheel in the middle of the wheel. What was it? Well, you can see these men are trying to describe it the best of their ability. They're like, man, it's a whirlwind, it's a fire enfolding itself, it's a wheel, it's a chariot. What is it, brother? Well, he's just describing this vehicle that can't be described, that is heavenly. Right? Go ahead.
When they went upon their four sides.
Go ahead.
And they turned not when they went.
Right, we read that. Go ahead.
As for their rings, they were so high.
Right, but now that's another name. You said real, right? You said what is it? Whirlwind. Now you're saying the rings because they are circular. Go ahead.
That they were dreadful.
That they were what?
Dreadful.
And they are dreadful, y'all. They're dreadful. So when we see these chariots, that's why they made that movie Nope. Right? That's why they made the movie Nope, because they know that this dread. They can't describe it though. Remember, they don't got the knowledge. To them it's a joke, it's funny, it's weird, it's made up by Hollywood. Right? But this is dreadful. Go ahead.
And their rings were full of eyes round about them four.
Why eyes? Because every time you see chariots, you see those windows, you like, that looks like the eyes poking at you. Right? Now check this out. Imagine if they were eyes. Imagine that. Like, remember, you're talking about celestial beings that can transfigure into anything. Like, do they got to come in these vehicles? No, but they choose to. Right? Go ahead.
And when the living creatures went,
right,
the wheels went by them.
So now the chariot is next to them, and when the angels go, the chariots go. So how are these chariots controlled? That's it. Watch, it's going to tell us. Read.
And when the living creatures were lifted up.
Right, when the living creatures moved up, then the chariots what? Read.
From the earth, the wheels were lifted up.
Check that out. So Esau got it wrong. There's no cockpit. There's no cockpit, y'all. There's no leather seats in there. If they want a seat, it's probably some angelic, celestial, made-up version of what the hell they want to sit on. How about if they want to stand in it? I would want to stand the whole time. You know what I mean? Y'all got to think about this. Read.
Whithersoever the Spirit was to go.
See, wherever the Spirit was to go ahead.
They went.
See, so the Spirit is saying forward, you moving forward. It's by thought, right? When's the last time you spoke to an angel? Right? When's the last time you actually, I'm not talking about here on earth, but in your dreams, have you ever spoke to an angel? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm talking beyond. All right, nobody's had dreams like that. Nah, nobody's encountered spirits in their dreams. Okay.
I just said damn weird.
Huh?
The shadow was over me that one time. That was it.
You said what?
One time I was sleeping and the shadow was over me.
Oh, the spirit, right. What were they saying to you?
I don't know what it was saying, but I just couldn't.
Was it talking?
Nah, I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, hell no, you didn't. Because it was what?
I had a dream that I was left on earth because I didn't forgive one person. So they wouldn't let me go until I forgave them.
There you go. Something to think about, right? So nobody had dreams of angels? Besides Uriah?
I saw a thick cloud of black smoke and red eyes, and another one behind it. It was a smaller version. And when I saw it, I was trying to wake my mom, and then I ran.
Right? Man, that's surprising. You never had a dream, huh? You never seen an angel in your dream? Sure. Okay.
Angels are demons?
Angel, demons, and you're dealing with a celestial being, right? But on the left-hand side. Right.
Yeah, we speaking on that level.
Oh, just like a lot of us see more demons than angels, huh? Like, wonder why, right?
Nah, this dream, that was the first time I was ever scared of anything. If
Yeah.
I saw anything in my dream, I wasn't. But that time I ran.
Hell yeah, you ran.
I was gone.
Hell yeah, you ran. My dream, bro, my heart was pumping. I was so scared. I thought I was literally gonna die. You know what I mean? Like in real life, I woke up with my heart pumping. Like I was just scared.
I couldn't remember the dream, but I felt that same way. Like I woke up like.
Yeah. Like y'all should already know that these entities are real. Based on, and that's what my point, me asking you was, based on your interaction, do you think this is fake or real?
I know because I was awoken seeing a living room full of demons
There you go.
as a kid. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
I remember when I was young and around the age of 7, I had seen some demons and they were like in a black orb form and they were kind of like circling around the bed. So I remember that. And black orb, a white, I know it sounds crazy, but
No, don't.
I actually had to call on Christ. I said Jesus at the time, but like I was pretty done for because there was another demon coming in who was about to take me out. So, but it was walking real slow and the pressure was increasing. You know how they say the pressure makes it so you can't move. Well, it's a different type of pressure. It's like a pressure where it's like you know something bad's about to go down. It's a gut feeling pressure, but the combination of a pressure of being underwater pressure in the sense of like gravity pressure.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So those two types of pressures.
Yeah. So y'all had contact with these spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows what they like.
Yeah. And
I know you're saying more demons than angels, but if demons are haunting you and checking you, well then we gotta know that the angels are real. Right. Yeah, so let's read on. Go ahead.
Thither was their spirit to go, and the wheels were lifted up over against them.
Right.
For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheel.
Now, what he was saying is now when he's seen them, they were in the wheels now. So 1 minute he's watching them, they're next to each other. Right? And they're moving like this, next to each other. Right? Doing all these maneuvers, military maneuvers, right? And then the next minute he sees them in the wheel, right? Go ahead.
When those went, these went.
Right. And when the angel says forward, what's going with them?
The chariots.
The chariots. Go ahead.
And when those stood,
right?
These stood.
Read.
And when those were lifted up,
right?
From the earth,
right?
The wheels were lifted up,
right?
Over against them,
right?
For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheel.
You see that? The spirit of the living creature was in the wheel. So now you see the angel in the chariot moving these things, and wherever they think, wherever the spirit says go, they're moving. Yeah. There's none of that. Go ahead.
And the likeness of the firmament upon the heads.
Now, the likeness of the what?
Of the firmament.
So, a firmament is a covering. Right? Now, you're going to see why when they do the UFOs, they have a glass dome over them. They took it literally right out of Ezekiel 1. The firmament over them, go ahead.
Upon the heads of the living creature,
right,
was as the color of the terrible crystal.
Right, so it was crystal color and it would cover their head. So, once again, Esau's not creative at all.
I say crystal clear.
Yeah, it's crystal clear that they're liars. Go ahead.
Stretched forth over their heads above.
Go ahead.
And under the firmament And under the firmament were their wings straight, the one toward the other.
Read.
Everyone had two, which cover on this side, and everyone had two, which cover on that side.
Right.
Their bodies. And when they went, I heard the noise of their wings,
Right.
like the noise of great waters, as the voice of the Almighty.
Check that out. These angels are moving with power and force. That's why it says they had, a lot of times it said that they had the sound of many waters. Right? That's that gloating of the angelic power that they had. So, something to fear, right? Not to play with. Yeah, go ahead.
Because when you think about that, people was afraid of a group of pigeons flying at them. And those
Right.
Now,
Imagine the angel's wings.
them big old wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you even hear the sound of rushing water, like when you hear the tide crash against the water, against the sea from a distance, and that echo, like you're like, dang, it sounds like a roaring beast. So then you take that, accumulate that with a giant person with some wings flapping, right? No.
Right, and I quoted the scripture, and look, we're in the chapter. Go ahead, read on.
The voice of speech as the noise of a host. When they stood, they let down their wings. And there was a voice from the firmament that was over their heads.
Go ahead.
When they stood and had let down their wings. And above the firmament that was over their heads was the likeness of a throne. As the appearance of a sapphire stone.
Right, so now, you got,
Verse 26.
26, right. So, this is no different from Ezekiel, no different from Daniel, no different from Chronicles. Every time you see the Most High, who does he roll with? The angels and the chariots. So he said, as he looked on, he said he seen the likeness of a throne. Go ahead.
As the appearance of a sapphire stone.
Go ahead.
And upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man above upon it.
Right. So is Yahweh or Yahweh Shai a woman? No. Well, God was a woman. No. Read.
And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire round about within it.
Right.
From the appearance
and I saw as the color of amber. Keep saying that. Because these angels are dark brown. Go ahead.
As the appearance of fire round about within it.
Right.
From the appearance of his loins even upward.
Right. So from the appearance of his loins even upward. Go ahead.
And from the appearance of his loins even downward.
Go ahead.
I saw as it were the appearance of fire.
Let's check that out. So he's literally on a throne, and from his loins on down and upward, from his loins is fire. That's a hell of a sight to see. There was a brother that did a painting like it. It was beautiful. I haven't seen it in a long time, but he did this actual painting. Go ahead.
And it had brightness round about.
Go ahead.
As the appearance of the bow that is in the cloud.
Right. So, as the rainbow, right? Go ahead.
In the day of rain. So was the appearance of the brightness round about. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face.
Right.
And I heard a voice of one that spake.
Right. Does that simplify it? Kind of seeing the angels moving next to the chariots. That's all it is. Yeah.
Just to ask.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about have anybody seen angels or an angel.
Right.
So she said, so when I got woken up by that being with red eyes telling me to go to Deuteronomy 6 and 16, was that an angel?
Let's find out. Where's Deuteronomy 6 and 16 say? Being with red eyes, right? What does it say?
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Ye shall not tempt the Most High your power,
as
he tempted him in Massah.
Well, that's the word. So, with that being, no matter how it looked, if it woke you up and told you don't tempt the Most High, I'ma listen. I'ma listen. Yeah, but that's how they do the wheels and folly. Yeah, folly. Every image they paint on Ezekiel is just stupid. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. But hey, I'd be asking the Most High, Lord, I will not tempt thee. What else is there that I need to be doing? Yes, Lord. Right? Remember when the Most High called Samuel? And Eli was like, I'm not calling you. He was like, but if he called you again, say, yes, Lord. That's what you need to be saying. Yes, Lord, I hear you. You know, listen. You try the Spirit by the Spirit. What did the Spirit tell you to do? They can look any way. They can be there just to scare the hell out of you, to lock you the hell in. It might not come as a brightness. Might come with the red eyes. I mean, look at the description of Yahweh Shai when John seen it. His eyes were red. Right? So, and when you seen Yahweh Shai, right? His eyes were red, but his face was what? No, black. Right? Yeshai said, I said, I ain't never seen nobody black. He said, those angels are black. He said, black. I said, what do you mean? He's like, dark skin, right? He's like, black. Like, imagine seeing an angel just black with dark eyes. I mean, red eyes.
That's scary.
You'd be like, what is this? What did Yahweh Shai look? As if he was burnt in a furnace and he had eyes that red and he had woolly hair. Right. So we might be interpreting what is beautiful. You looking at Caesar Borgia. Well, my Jesus had long hair. Right? My Jesus looked like Denzel Washington. You know what I mean? Like, not the Jesus of the Bible. The man in the Bible, the Most High, and angels, they can look any way they want. We got that out there, all right? So what else? Was that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Right.
Just a couple comments.
What's that? What's that right there? I can't see it. I'm blind.
That's the Jeepers Creepers.
Oh,
That's a black guy right there.
Yeah, that's a black, but you know, they clowning, because that's an angel. Jeepers Creatures is an angel. They clowning on that.
Because he got the wings and all.
He's a demon. But who is he getting? See, brother, hold on a second. Let me break it down to you. Like I'm from New York. See, the reason why Jeepers, he got angel's wings, and he's black.
So who's he got a taste for?
Right, who's he got a taste for?
The Edomites.
The white man.
Destroy
right?
the white meat.
The devil that the Bible speaks of.
Destroy the white meat.
The white meat. All right, any other questions? Did that answer your question, Art? All those other precepts, just adding to that question, all right? No other questions? All right, it's the Shabbat. Remember, let's keep it holy. All right, not just the holes in your pockets. We're talking about pure, true. Let's keep our minds in the right place. You kids, when you go home, keep your mind in the right place and your thoughts in the right spirit. All right? Excuse me. Any announcements? Any questions? Anything we got? Grievances, gripes, issues we need to deal with? No? Anything online before we?
No, just comment.
This comment? Okay. So remember, we got Purim coming up. We got the Passover coming up. So just reminding everybody. So if that's it, let's salute them online. Say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shabbat shalom, y'all.
basically what he does is he wakes up every 7 years.
7 is
the number of completion. So on the 7th year, he feasts for 7 days.
Right.